Hi, my name is Dell, and welcome to Comic Snags. Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, everybody who's liked or commented or subscribed to my channel or just decided just to watch it. I'd like to thank you guys all for your support, and let's get on with this haul. Okay, so I went to the swamp meet, and I actually got sad news. My swamp meet is actually closing down, and I'm actually very sad about it. It was so close to me. It was like 10 minutes away. It only happened on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and it was great. And I made friends with a lot of the comic book vendors there, and I built a lot of rapport with them. So they'd always get me either save comic books for me that they think I would like, or gave me a really great price. So I'm actually sad that's gonna happen, but hopefully there are some other swap meets around. They're like usually about anywhere from an hour to a half hour away. I might go to venture to those, but luckily I still have a couple short boxes of comic books to show. Yeah. So I'm a little sad about it and bummed, but hopefully I'll be able to find some new hunting grounds. All right. So let's start off with this. So I'm gonna go and show you some comic books that I bought from one vendor for $3 each, and after that I'm also gonna do an unboxing of this couple books I got from an auction. All right, so let's start it off with this. This is oh wow, there's a battery here. This is Santa Claus Funnies. This is like a magazine. It said 10 cents, so I picked it up. It does look like it's detached, so let's go see this. I have no idea what this is all about. Oh yeah, this is bad. It's so detached. And then, what's going on here? That's like Dick Tracy. Dude, is this not... This... Oh, check this out. So, this is not the comic book that goes with the inside. I'm sorry, this is not the comic book that goes with the cover. It was a detached cover, and they just randomly slipped this other magazine, inside of it. And this is Dick Tracy, and this cover is a Santa one. How funny is that? All right, luckily I didn't pay a lot of money. I didn't check what was going on inside of these books here. But yeah. So sometimes I guess that happens. It doesn't happen a lot, but yeah, I guess when they're detached, I should actually go look through them. But you know, I only spent $3, and like I said, I spent $3 each for these comic books, or he was charging $3 each, and then he ended up giving me a deal. I think it was like I had about 40 books, and then he gave it to me for like $80. So it was actually more like $2 a book. All right, let me go and show you this. All right, this one doesn't look... Looks like it's still intact. This is Batman 3D. I've been in this Batman kick, but let's just open it just in case. I can't believe that happened. Oh, wow. Look at this tape. Oh, this is done. I need a new bag and board. Oh, yeah. Look at that. All right. Looks like it hasn't been opened in a while. And yes, this is actually it. Ooh, but then there is this. The corner's all messed up. But anyway, I'm just here for reading. This is by John Byrne, and this is Batman 3D. Oh, it looks awesome. Oh, I'm totally excited to read this. I've been on 3D kick, so I'm glad I bought that one. And then this is the other magazine I got that had the detached cover. So let's open up this one and see what it is. The cover says Popular Comics number 50, and it's a 10-center. Gangbusters. I can't believe that happened. So let's pull this one out and see what we have. All right. Here we go. We have Popular Comics outside. On the inside, it says Gangbusters. All right, cool. Right on. This looks like it's going to be the same one. This is in the 1940. Definitely detached cover. But, oh, wow. Not even detached. Oh, yeah. That's not even hanging. That is so detached. Just right there. But at least it says Gangbusters, and hopefully it's the same inside. But it is actually pretty cool. I will actually go through this and read it and see if there's any other stories involved in there. Hopefully this is number 50 that's inside of it. I don't even know how to check if it is 50 inside this comic book. I have to go online somewhere and look. So I'm gonna try to do that right after. Oh wow, look, it's totally flaking off. This is so bad. Let's put it back in the bag here before I lose any more pieces of this book. Okay, those are my I guess 2 surprises in that very cool Batman magazine. All right, now let's get on with the other stuff in my stack. I have this free comic book day Power Rangers #1, and this is it's unstamped, and this is a minor key. This is the origin of the I'm sorry, the Ranger Slayer, I believe. And then we have Dynamite #2 with this Peach Momoko cover. And then we have Criminal Macabre by Ben Temple Smith and Steve Niles. I actually have one of these copies of one of these, and it's actually signed by both of them. So I'm actually cool that I picked this up. This is What If Karen Page Had Lived, #1. This is great. I want to kind of read this one. And then we have Daredevil Bullseye #1. This is written by Kevin Smith. I actually have a copy of this. I still have like flakes of the magazine cover on my desk here. Let's just move that. And #1, I already have a copy of this one, so I'm glad I have another one. And then this is pretty cool. I picked this up because it's got a pretty cool cover. This is Batman Arkham Knights #1 with Batgirl and Harley Quinn. So I thought this was kind of cool. Great cover. Ooh. Then we have Batman Dark Knight #3, and I believe this is the first appearance of the White Rabbit. Then this is pretty cool. I picked up this set. This is The Adventures of Superman and Supergirl, and this is like a sort of a reverse cover. I'm not quite sure who the other person is, but then this one is signed. I'm not quite sure who it is signed by. I need to do more research on that. But then this was very cool. This is I'm getting confused on where to read. So this is The Adventure Superman Arkham #60, or Superman #60. I don't know which is the top or which is the bottom. Okay, here, let's do this. Okay, maybe it's like this. Okay, got it. I think it's that. No, it's this way. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, so this is Superman #160, and I think this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Bizarro that the Joker created. Then we have Emperor Joker #1. See, it's some sort of flip thing going on. And then Superboy. Yeah, Superboy. Oh, it's Action Comics #769. Superman Man of Steel #104. And I think that's the last of it. Yeah, that's the last of this little set that I got. And I think he had quoted me that this was like $5 for the entire set, which is kind of cool. Especially since I collect signatures and I gotta figure out who that is. I totally forgot to look that up. So we have this one too. This is Longshot #1. This is volume 2. I love the first one, which the first miniseries of Longshot. It's got a couple keys in there, especially #1 and 5, I believe. And then I think it's #3 where it's the first appearance of Spiral. Or is it Mojo? Or #5 is the first appearance of Mojo. I'm not quite sure. And of course, #1 is the first appearance of Longshot. And they were created by Art Adams. So I thought those was great. And so we have X-Men Gold #1. I believe this is the second copy I picked up in the last couple weeks. So happy to find it. It's got a great cover. Then we have X-Men Prime #1. I believe this might be volume 2. Glad I picked this one up. Then we have X-Men Black Juggernaut #1, and this is a cover by J. Scott Campbell. Awesome. We have the Ghost Fleet #2, and this is a series written by Donny Cates very early. This is actually something that launched his career. I believe it was first published in Heavy Metal, if I might be mistaken. I know like all his early stuff was like sort of heavy metal, so I'm glad I picked this one up. Then we have the Scorpion King #1 with his photo variant of The Rock. And then we have Sandman #68, the kindly ones. I was missing a couple issues in those late 60s. I think I may have picked it up. I need to go check. I think I picked up one showed up, or a couple showed up in the last couple videos. So I think this one might have been the last one for me to pick up. So I think I have a pretty good run of Sandman, definitely from the 40s on up. I have, and I'm just working on the ones in the lowers. And I picked up a lot of the early ones, like 2 through something early on. So I'm actually glad I found this one here. And then we have this one. This is a second copy I picked up. This is the Sandman, the Dollhouse number 13. And this is a minor key. This is the first appearance of Johanna Constantine, who actually appeared on the Sandman show already. So I'm glad I have that one. All right, let me go show you the second stack. All right. So the first one in this new stack is Stormwatch number 0, and this is signed by Scott Clark. Awesome. Then I picked up Death Dealer, or Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer number 1. This is, I think, the second printing. Then I Love the Boys, so I picked up Highland Laddie number 1. And this is 68 Homefront issue number 1. There is rumors that 68 was going to be made into a film. I have no idea where it's at now. And then this is Crimson Reign number 2. This is the variant. This features the Knights of Ren, I think they were called. But then it was basically a very hot book when it first came out. Because this was during, what was this during? The last Star Wars movie. The one with Rey. Yeah. With Kylo Ren and stuff, and then he had all those those Sith in the background with him, who was his previous classmates. And then this cover, along with other variants that featured it, the Crimson Reign. Was it Crimson Reign all through? I think it was, and it made a nice little 5 or 6. I'm not sure, but it made a connecting covers with them. So this was hot. This used to be like $20 to $30. Now I just found it in the $3 bin, and I got it for probably $2. All right, so the next comic book is the Magnificent Miss Marvel number 5, and this is a minor key. This is the second printing. This is the debut of the Storm Ranger outfit, I believe. And then this is Artemis and the Assassin number 1. I have no idea what this book is about, but if you have like some cool kick butt character carrying a couple heads, you know, I'm going to buy it. And one of them is Dragon by the Beard. And this is Ascension number 2. I picked this one up because not only is David Finch an awesome artist, but these gold foils at the top are usually on the number 1. So I think I've never seen it on the number 2 yet. But then, so I picked it up. And so this is the Wonderful World of Oz sketchbook by Scotty Young. It was awesome. Picked it up. And this is the Mark, the number 1. And so this one I picked up because I thought I read or heard that the Mark got optioned. I don't know where it is in production level, or even if it's going to get produced. But I saw it, so I picked it up. And then this is the Old Guard Force Multiplied. I did like the Old Guard series on Netflix. I thought it was pretty cool, so I picked this one up. This is Scumbag number 1. Okay, so I only read the first issue of this comic book. This is actually a second copy for me. I picked up a different cover when it first came out. It was a Star Wars homage cover. And because I thought it was cool, but then I ended up reading it, and I was like, wow. So this comic book is all about a homeless man is given superpowers, basically, right, through injection. And he gets these superpowers, and he's just so vile. I mean, he literally ends up throwing poop at somebody in the comic book, and it was a trip. It was kind of like, what if this this person with almost like no morals or human compass gets superpowers? Well, maybe human compass is the wrong word, but more like a vile person. So anyway, it was an interesting read. If you ever read it, it might not be your type of book, but you know what? It wasn't mine, so I didn't pick up any other issues, but I still picked up this number 1. So here we go. So we have a Samurai Squirrel number 1. I've never seen this Animorph comic before, so I picked it up. We have Something is Killing the Children number 12. And this is a minor key. This is the first cameo appearance of Maxine Slaughter. I actually love this series. Then we have the Magic Order number 1. This is another one in which it was Mark Millar was going to take to Netflix. I have no idea if it's going on or not. And then this was cool. This is Detective Comics number $3.59. This is the reprint. This is Toys R Us special replica edition. I thought it was cool. These are the original one of this comic book. I always wanted to grab. I've seen it around for like $600, but I don't have enough cash to buy it. So hopefully one of these days, I'll see it in the swap meet, maybe. Dreaming. And so this is the next one I picked up. This is Free Comic Book Day Interceptor. This is another Donny Cates written work. I haven't actually read this one yet, so I'm actually happy I got it. This is Creed #1. Had no idea what it was. This is a very reminiscent of like a 90s comic book to me, so I had to pick it up. Very graffiti-like art. Then we have Spider-Man Blue, the Jeff Loeb Tim Sale. This is book 2. I actually love this series. I've read it a couple times. It's very heartbreaking to read the whole thing, and how I don't know if you guys read this, but go ahead and give it a read. I was gonna spoil it for a second, but no, this is actually a really great story. So go out there and pick up this series and take a read. And then we have G.I. Joe number 29 to add to my G.I. Joe run I'm trying to do. And then this is Free Comic Book Day Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually have this one already, so I just picked it up. You know, $3 or $2. Then we have Frank Miller Xerxes number. Oh wow, which number is this? Let me see. I think this is number 2. Oh, and there was like 2 of them. And I didn't know at the time. So I just picked it up. So he just gave it to me. He saw it and he was like, the vendor saw it and was like, you want this? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I was like, then he was like, I'll just give it to you. And so this is number 2. Then we have ROM number 14. I just thought it was kind of a fun cover. And this is ROM number 32. Then we have Gotham Academy number 1. This had a slew of first appearances. I know this is the first appearance of Mia Maps. And she ends up becoming like a Robin in, I think it's like Batman Black and White, Volume 2 or something like that. This also has Olive Sherlock in it. And it has a different Olive in there. Oh my god, what was her name? Anyway, I'll put it up there. But then, yeah, this has like, I think like 4 first appearances. And there was talk of them making this into a TV show, but I think it's just long gone and buried. And then this is cool. This is Greatest Hits number 1. And you know what? I thought this was like a biography of the Beatles when I saw it. Because I saw this character here. I was like, oh, wow, that's Ringo. Okay. And so, you know, I bought it. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about it. But then I started looking at the other ones. And I thought this was John Lennon. But I was like, I don't think that's John Lennon. And I was like, is this George Harrison? Maybe. Is that Paul McCartney? But then why is his hair all orange? And so I had to like Google it, and it seems like this is a superhero team called the Mates. I'm actually kind of interested in opening this up and reading it. So this is so weird. And then this one I picked up. This is Youngblood number 8 with this Barack Obama cover. So this is pretty awesome. And there is another print version, a variant of it. I think one is the second printing. I think this might be the second printing. And then this is kind of fun. This is Savage Dragon Bert number 1. This is a mix between Savage Dragon and Delbert, which is kind of funny because I go by Del. So I picked it up. I thought it was kind of cool and fun. And then, oh, here it goes. This is Frank Miller Xerxes, and this is the first one. I actually have a copy of this already. I saw it in there, and I picked it up. And then this is Green Lantern number 1. This is the error variant. It's got this little teardrop right over here. And I don't know. I don't think that they're very rare because I think this might be the second or the third one I have of this one. So, all right, perfect. And then the last one from this pile I picked up is Fringe Tales from the Fringe number 1. And this is pretty cool. I actually love the show. This is one of my favorite sci-fi shows of all time. It started off weak. I don't know if I like the lead actor in it so much. But then she kind of grew on me as I think like the 5th or 6th episode. Then I actually really liked her, and I ended up watching the entire series. All right. Okay, so that was the haul from the $3 bin that became about $2 each. Now let's get on with this unboxing. More like box opening. All right. Seal the lids. Okay, this is open. I don't know how to open this box. It's weird. Let's see. Now what do you got? Is this it? Let me open it in here. I think you just sort of pull out this. I can't see this. Alright, here he goes. Nice and protected. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm going to show you the first one I got. And I believe from this auction, I bought one comic for $61. And the second comic book was like less than 20. I think like 19. So the first one I got at this auction. Let's just put this away. This auction is X-Men number 120. And this is the cameo appearance of Alpha Flight. I'm so happy to add this to my X-Men collection. It was cited at like a 3. But, I don't know, it looks pretty decent to me. There's like some major color breaks over here, of course. A 3, yeah, I can see a 3, maybe a 4. If that, I have to look at the back side, but I'm not going to take it out. Let me see. They actually had it marked for $40, and it's a 3.5. Okay, that's what they have it down. That they were selling it for, and I bought this for less than half of that. So pretty happy with that one. And then the final comic of the day, snag of the day, is going to be this one. This one, they say it's $40 for 8.5. I don't know how long ago that one was. But then this is Sandman Masters of Dreams #1 to add to my Neil Gaiman Sandman collection. So I'm actually so happy I picked this one up. I only paid like $61. It's going for like $80 to $100, somewhere around that there. But it's really hard to tell if this is 8.5. Yeah, there's right here at the bottom. Yeah, I can see this. Yeah, definitely maybe a 9, if that. So I'm actually glad I had this. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you if you're a new viewer and you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And for those returning, go hit that like or leave a comment and see if I got a good deal or not. Let me know. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.